Hi, I wanted to share a virtual tour through our smart house. So take you through a few of the things that we've set up. We can start, I want to start outside at dusk. Um, we have some exterior lights and they're all connected to smart switches. And so about a half hour before the sun sets, all the exterior lights turn off and they turn on and then they turn off again at midnight. While we're outside, we can look at the garage door. Both of our garage doors have smart openers, so they're voice activated opening and closing. So we can just say, open the double garage door or open the single garage door, and it'll voice activated open and close. We can also check to see if we forgot to leave it open. If I'm driving down the road, I can just ask Siri if I left the garage open and close it if I did. And they also will close at night when we go to bed. If we forgot and left it open, it'll close when we go to bed. So if we move inside, we can go to the front door. We have a smart doorbell, so when you ring the doorbell, we get notified. If it's a regular visitor that we have in our iPhoto, then it will do facial recognition and say,
"It looks like Devin Stevens is at the door."
If not, it'll say there's someone there or there's a group of people at the door. If it's me, I can just open the door using a passcode, and the lock automatically closes behind me, so I don't have to remember whether I left the front door unlocked or not. Inside, as we come inside, we have the main thing that we see is light switches, smart light switches, and most of our wall switches are smart dimmers and smart switches. So all the lights have physical switches so that anyone that doesn't want to use their phone or something else, they can just walk up to a wall like normal and turn it on and off, can control brightness, all just like normal with a physical switch. Going to dimmers is a nice thing so that we can balance out the light. All the switches are voice activated, so I can just say, set the lights to 75%. For some of our rooms, we have smart speakers, so they're context aware. So if you just say, turn on the lights, and you're in the living room, it'll turn on just the living room lights. We don't have that in every room, but for the ones that do have that, it's context aware. We have a few smart light bulbs that are adjustable you can adjust the color and the brightness. I haven't found these quite as convenient as the light switches because they're only accessible through the app. And so if you turn the physical light switch off on the lamp, then your smart light bulb doesn't work at all. So they're kind of cool, but I haven't found a lot of actual use for the different colors, and they're a little bit less convenient than physical light switches. So smart lights are a pretty simple feature, just turning things on and off and brightness, but we find it super convenient, especially when we have multiple lights on and we can turn them all off with a single command. Turn off all the lights. Another thing we really like is our smart blinds. We really enjoy the view from our house, but we also want to block out the sun in the afternoon and have some privacy at night. So having blinds are essential. The smart roller blinds that we have are very functional and they match our decor nicely. So with their integration into HomeKit, they have the same functionality as our smart light switches. They can be controlled via physical switches, they can be controlled via voice commands, and they can also be controlled via automation. For example, we have in the morning, the east blinds are closed, and then slightly after noon, the blinds on the west side of the house close. This just keeps the direct sun from getting in and making it a lot hotter. Another thing that we like is our robot vacuum. It's been very convenient to just have something that goes and cleans up, especially we have dogs that they'll go and they play out in the yard and they get grass and dirt and leaves and things that they bring in, and it's not a lot, but it's nice to have that cleaned up regularly. We have that on a schedule so that every morning after we let them out, when they come back in, it vacuums up around the door, and then a few times a week just does regular vacuuming throughout the whole house, which is nice. The only challenge that I have with the vacuum cleaner, well, there's probably two things. One is sometimes it gets stuck on things. If you leave toys on the floor, or a blanket or something like that, it may get chewed up or sucked up into the vacuum, and the vacuum gets stuck. And then the other thing, it has a very small the vacuum container, so it has to be emptied fairly regularly. Another piece that we have is a smart thermostat. So smart thermostat has scheduling when we're at home or when we're away. It can detect that and set the temperatures appropriately. It can also integrate into scenes in HomeKit. So when we have other things, for example, if we set the scene to go to bed, then not only do the lights get turned off, but the thermostat gets set to night sleeping temperature. We also have water leak sensors. Well, one water leak sensor, which is in the laundry room. If there's a leak, then we'll at least be notified, and we can go and we can turn off the water. We also have a smart washer and dryer. When the load finishes, in addition to playing a little noise, it also sends a message to your phone. That's kind of nice. It also has statistical information about the different loads that you've done, the different types of loads, how many loads you've done this month. We've also got some HomeKit integrated cameras. We have the front doorbell camera, which is convenient, in addition to notifying us who has arrived, and that someone has rang the doorbell.
It looks like Devin
It's
Stevens is
also,
at the door.
when there's motion, it's in saving events, so you can review the footage, and it'll actually show you who is in there, who's in the image. So as you're scrolling through, it'll show, oh, there was a dog, that was the motion, or there was a person, and if it got facial recognition, it'll say who it thinks it was. We also have power monitoring, so we monitor all of our energy usage, not just the whole house, but individual circuits, so that we can see, on a second-by-second basis, which circuits are being used. There's even an alert if you leave the oven on for I don't know how long, more than a few hours. We had that. It popped up when we were doing Thanksgiving. It said the oven's been running for more than 2 hours or something like that, as a reminder to turn off your oven if you had forgotten. But the main use of that is we can see exactly how much energy we're spending on different electronics on a per circuit basis. We can see how much of our bill is the air conditioning and how much is the refrigerator or something like that. So, and we can make adjustments to that if we need to. With all these smart devices, automation really is what brings it all together for convenience. The lights turn on and off, the blinds open and close, doors lock behind you, the floor gets vacuumed, the temperature gets set, all based on where I'm at, or what time of day it is, or if it's sunrise or sunset. So all of these conveniences really allow us to enjoy our smart home. So thanks for joining us. I hope to see you soon.